guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. So today I'm making another speed build for you, and this one is a contemporary eco home, and the idea behind it is that this is the house or the dream house that I want to put the characters from my eco lifestyle rags to riches let's play in, because that series is coming to an end. So I really want to basically move them in to their ultimate dream home, because obviously the concept of a rags to riches is you start out really poor and then eventually you get rich and successful in whatever you're doing. Yeah, so my characters Maya and Jasmine, who will be getting married in the last episode, they are going to want a dream home to basically conclude their journey that they've been on. And the Let's Play was based mainly around gameplay from the Eco Lifestyle Sims pack, so that's why it's an eco home. And if you know me, you know that contemporary and modern houses are not really my forte. So I worked really hard on this, and I actually built like 5 or 6 different houses and I could not get it right, and this took me a long while and I edited out a lot of footage, but I think it turned out okay. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But yeah, basically I built this house and I think there were a few details that I could have corrected, particularly like the roof. What I ended up doing was using half walls and then adding kitchen counters to fill in the gaps that you get when you have a half roof, because I wanted the roof to be different levels. But yeah, it was like details like that I think made it look really unfinished and I wasn't happy with it, so I tried to make several different houses on other lots. One of them was like a cliff contemporary home, and I've recently watched a load of videos from the Sim Stream, who is an amazing builder of contemporary Sims homes in particular. Yeah, basically just binging her content. I'll link her channel down below if you're interested. I definitely recommend you watch it. And she has quite a few cliff builds actually on her channel, and I was trying to replicate them, well not replicate them, but do my own take on a cliff build, because I had a really good idea in my head of what I wanted to create, and I had found loads of reference pictures of these beautiful contemporary builds on cliffs. But sometimes in The Sims, if something looks good in real life, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate into looking good in The Sims. At least, you know, how I was attempting to go about making it. So I found that massively frustrating, because yeah, like I said, I wasted a whole load of time building something that I didn't even end up using. But I think this turns out quite nice. I put it on one of the island lots in Windenburg because, like I say, contemporary architecture is not necessarily my favourite type of architecture, but I do like it when it's that contemporary aesthetic mixed in with nature. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of the Sainsbury Centre or Norman, I think it's Norman Foster who is the architect of that building, but that's where I studied art history basically, and that's definitely that kind of aesthetic. If you've not heard of the Sainsbury Centre, they actually filmed the Sainsbury Centre and used it in the Avengers films as the Avengers headquarters. Little Norwich fact for you there. But if you haven't heard of it, then it's basically just a white box style contemporary building, but it's in a very rural landscape, and the whole university campus is basically modern architecture but in a rural setting. Like, that's the concept behind it, and I can really get on board with that, because you know, some of the shapes and colours in contemporary architecture can look really beautiful, and I love nature, so you know, that's all good with me. I don't necessarily like more urban vibes, but yeah, so that's why I chose this lot, and it has the most beautiful view of the sea. It's obviously just got this beachy area just in front of the house, and I basically wanted to make as much use of that view as possible. So what I did in order to utilise that view was basically create a big master bedroom, which is actually I think the only bedroom. There's like one other small room and a big hallway, but yeah, the big master bedroom basically has loads and loads of windows and it's facing that view. So I thought that was a nice detail, because if I was living in this house I would definitely want that sea view. It's so pretty. Yeah, and I'm not sure if I am going to get my characters to move into this lot or if I'm going to use this house and just put it in Evergreen Harbour, because obviously at the minute they're living in Evergreen Harbour and that's where the character's furniture shop is, and that's where like her family and friends live too. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. I think it would be nice to just move them in here, because obviously that's the lot that the house is designed to be on and it's a dream home, so surely surely they're gonna want the dreamiest version of the home, which is with the view and the beautiful beach and everything. And they're, you know, they're part of an eco lifestyle let's play, so surely they're gonna want to be in the pretty rural landscape. I kind of think that makes sense, and I'm not going to be playing with them anymore, so it doesn't really matter story wise if they have to commute to their shop, so I guess that's fine. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. And you may have already seen that I end up creating a big greenhouse. So that's the area with the big skylight in it, or the glass roof, and that's because the characters that I made it for have loads of soybeans that they make money from, so I figured that would be a cute detail to give them somewhere to grow their plants. So yeah, definitely a build for your gardening sims. And the layout of this house was really quite weird because it's that contemporary style. There's just loads of different shaped boxes connected in such a weird way. Especially upstairs, I really struggled making sense of the layout, and like I said, there ends up only being one master bedroom, and then there's an area for one of the sims who's an artist to do her art, and then yeah, there's just a big hallway and 2 bathrooms. So it's a little bit inconvenient. I would have liked more bedrooms in a dream house, but for these particular sims, that is honestly all they need, and they would be more than happy with that. So that's okay. But it's a shame for you guys if you want to download it that, you know, if your sims have kids or anything like that, you might struggle finding them a room to put them in. But I guess you could convert one of the bathrooms, maybe lay it out a little bit differently, or convert that tiny artist room into a kid's room. But then the hallway layout is a bit odd, so I don't know. I'm sure you could find a way somehow. I just really wanted to utilize that bedroom, and you'll see when I come to furnish it in a minute. I also didn't want a door on the wall where the headboard is, because I basically turned that into a feature wall, and you'll see that in a minute. It's got a bit of custom furniture, so I sacrificed the extra bedrooms in this instance for those reasons. But it'd be very easy to switch it up a bit if you wanted to add different rooms. I'm sure that would be okay. So yeah, in case you hadn't seen my other video the other day where I created my autumn animal rescue cottage, because I'm finishing up on my Rags to Riches LP, I'm actually going to be starting a new let's play, which is going to be an animal rescue let's play. And if you haven't been on my channel before, or if you just for some reason don't know, I am obsessed with animals, so this will not be a surprise to many of you. But yeah, if that's something that interests you, please feel free to go over and watch that video, and keep an eye on my channel for future videos to come, because yeah, I'm super excited about that one, and I'm going to make a real effort to make it the best quality let's play that I possibly can, because I feel like I've had my practice run now with my first ever LP coming to an end, and I want to do it properly this time. I want to take my time and really write an interesting storyline and plan it out, and yeah, for it to be the best that it can be. I've been planning this LP for a long while, way before The Sims announced that they were going to release the new Snowy Escape pack, and I'm not sure whether I'm disappointed or not that this kind of means that I won't be making a let's play out of that pack and exploring that pack's content, because I basically don't play The Sims outside of my YouTube channel, and so I likely won't get to play with that gameplay for a while, or at least until I find a reason to add it into my let's play for whatever reason. So that's a shame, but I'm sure maybe my Sims in the let's play could go on holiday, and you know, we could go skiing or something, so that will be nice. But I'm excited to see what you guys come up with in your let's plays, because at the minute only Game Changers have access to the pack, or some Game Changers anyway, and I'm actually way more excited to see the sort of small content creators that I interact with on Twitter and things like that, and whose videos that I have started watching recently. I'm really way more excited to see what you guys do with the pack than I am these big YouTubers, because I don't know, I feel much more attached to you guys, and since being introduced to small streams and small channels, there's so much more interaction with these small channels that it's so much more fun for me to watch let's plays, especially because you feel like you actually have an input when you write a comment, that quite a lot of the time people do take that into consideration where they're creating their content, and they may change things accordingly, and that's so exciting to me. I just love being part of a community like that, so I'm so excited to see what you guys do with that pack. And if any of you in the comments are starting a let's play relating to the pack pack, then please let me know down below, because I would love to follow you and see what you come up with. So you just saw me do that thing with the half walls that I mentioned on the roof. So like I said, I added half walls around some of the roof, and then I filled it up with kitchen counters, and I chose the base game kitchen counters with the long metal bar handles, because the tops of those counters basically have no texture on them whatsoever, which is bad for, you know, having them in the game, but it's great for building because it means that they won't clip. You won't notice them clip as much because the texture is all the same, and so it's really hard to tell. You know, sometimes if you put objects together, they sort of flash a little bit, and it's quite distracting when you're in game to see that. So I was kind of pleased with how that turned out, because it was a lot more seamless than I thought it was going to be, and that's a trick that I got from the Sim stream, so credit to her. And then I also created a load of custom furniture in the bathroom and the bedroom as well, so you can see that I added that wall and those windows to create a sort of shower area. And in the bedroom, like I said, I created this sort of custom headboard, so there's just a wall with timber for the head of the bed, and then on either side I added some counters that I had placed. I think they're parenthood counters, and then on top of them I sort of raised up the perfect patio coffee table or stool or whatever that object is, and then I think I add some shelves from laundry day, and then some base game shelves and mirrors, and then I just add a load of clutter. But yeah, it's basically like a little custom storage unit, which I thought was really cute, and I took my time placing clutter because it was a tricky blend of trying to keep the build in a minimal style but also looking full and interesting. Like, you don't want it to just be empty and boring, do you? So I thought books was a safe object to go with, and then I chose as many white objects as possible and simple objects. So I've got that shell vase, I've got that plant with a white vase, and then I got, yeah, just some clothes and a few clutter objects, but like the most simplistic ones that I could find. So I think that turned out okay. Yeah, like I said, it was a pretty hard one to do. And then in the corner I end up making like a custom wardrobe as well, because I thought that was quite a contemporary thing to have, and so that was done in the same way as the shower. So I just created a wall and then added a window and made it look like there were sliding doors, and I added a pillar as well. And I like the little chair area that I make by the wardrobe. I think that's a really cute little area. I love that chair from Island Living. I think it's so pretty. And a load of the furniture in this build was from Eco Lifestyle. I feel like that is one of the most perfect packs for this minimal aesthetic vibe. The other ones that are good for that look is Tiny Living, maybe that's a really good one, and maybe Moschino stuff, that's quite a good one as well. But yeah, then you can see me moving on to the hallway and the little art room like I mentioned. So Jasmine, who's the fiance of my main character Maya, she's an artist, so I was sure to give her like a little art studio space because she has been super successful. She's basically been generating the most amount of money in my Let's Play, and she's not even the main protagonist of the Let's Play, so I kind of think that's funny. But yeah, we were sure to give her little art studio. So it's, like I said, a tiny little box room, and the door into the master bedroom connects via that art room. So that's what I mean when I said it was kind of inconvenient. And then to get to the bathroom, you actually have to go through an outdoor hallway, which is also kind of inconvenient, but it is sheltered, so there is like a roof above it, but it's just a bit annoying. If you wanted to go to the main toilet, you'd have to go outside, and it might be really cold. But yeah, at least you don't have to go outside to get to the bedroom, I guess. And I was going to make a load of bookshelves on this wall, but I thought that if you looked through the windows from outside into that hallway, then it kind of looked a bit odd and a bit too cluttered having all those books on that shelf, and I don't think it was very minimalistic anyway, so I get rid of them. And I think I just move the sofa there, yeah, and then I add maybe one bookshelf instead. There's quite a few bare walls at the minute, and I think what I'll do is when I move in my characters from my Let's Play, I will put a load of the paintings on the walls that Jasmine has created, because like I said, she is an artist. But yeah, we're basically coming up to the end of the video now, so please let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below, whether you're excited about the last episode of the LP and whether you're excited about my new LP. If you like this build or any of my other videos, please like, comment and subscribe because it really does help the channel out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye guys!